All right, guys. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, teacher. How are you?
Hello,
Good
hello.
afternoon.
Good, thank you. Daniela, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And we also have, let me see, well, Felix, Daniela, Lupita. Okay, everybody's late
Yes,
today.
teacher. Here.
So let's start the class, please. Just a little review what we did yesterday. Well, as you know, today is Wednesday, August 4, 2021. And we are studying, checking unit 3. We start talking about cultures, world cultures. As you can see, this is how we start the unit. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay, 1 second here. All right, we start unit 3 talking about world cultures. We discuss some topics like this, traditional things. Lesson A, we talk about gastronomy, well, not gastronomy, we start talking about countries, customs, traditions, or culture in general from different countries. So we talk about South Korea's gastronomy, Japan's festivals, Peru's handicraft, Australia's musical instruments. We also did some exercises, and we talk, of course, about the simple present. I hope you remember the formula or the way how to make a sentence in present passive. We also practice some of these silent words or syllables. This was about pronunciation. We did this exercise, and today we are talking about something else. Does anybody have any questions about present passive? Just want to make sure you understood the topic. Present passive. Okay. I want to start saying an active sentence. Then you have to convert that sentence, that active sentence, in a passive sentence. So the tense is present, right? Okay. My uncle drives a nice car. You see the tense is present, right? Okay. How can you make it in passive? Who wants to do it?
A nice car is driving my uncle.
Yes, that sería a nice car. Check. It's. Say again, Maru.
Driving
Driving
by my uncle.
by my uncle. Okay. Daniela, can you give me an active voice sentence, present tense, please?
My sister plays soccer every day.
Every day, yes. Lupita, can you convert this sentence into a
Yes.
passive?
Yes, teacher. I play soccer. I
I
play
play soccer.
soccer
Okay.
every day by my sister.
I play soccer every day by my sister. Okay. Do you think this sentence is correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what is the subject there?
The subject is sister.
Yes, in the first one, my sister plays soccer every day. My sister is a subject.
Yes, my sister.
Yes, that's the active voice, but you need to change it into a passive voice.
Mm-hmm.
So the object, remember the object in this case,
Oh yes, the
the
bear
object
play
soccer,
soccer.
soccer would be the object and every day is the complement or the predicate.
Yes.
So remember the subject becomes, the object becomes the subject and this subject
Yes.
becomes the object.
Yes.
Okay, how will you do it?
Mm, the correct answer is ay, teacher, es que no me lo entiendo. Es play it, soccer,
Yes, you did it yesterday.
chess.
So who wants to do it? Who wants to help Lupita?
Mm,
Maybe is soccer is played by my sister every day.
Yes, soccer. Well, when you start, soccer. Soccer is singular or plural, Lupita?
is plural.
Is plural?
No, singular, singular. Sorry, teacher, it's singular.
So you
Soccer
use is or are?
is
Is. What's the past participle of play?
play it.
Played. No,
Yes.
you don't say play it, played.
Yes, played.
Soccer is played.
Yes. Soccer is played.
Every
Okay.
day. No, you
By
don't say play it. Play it is incorrect. Played.
played.
Played. Yes.
Played
Soccer is played every day
by my sister.
by my sister. Remember, by is always at the end.
Yes. Okay.
So the key, the formula for the passive is, who wants to tell me the formula?
Is B?
B.
Yes. Plus,
Plus
B
past participle.
plus
It would be
is R.
is,
Is R.
or are.
Yes.
What else do you need?
Plus in past, the verb. Plus
No past.
Past participle.
Past participle.
uh,
Past participle.
okay.
That's the key. Remember, is,
Oh,
are. Is the object is singular.
yes.
Are if the object is plural. In this case, we are talking about soccer, right? A sport.
Yes.
So it's singular. We don't say soccers.
Soccer.
I mean, soccer doesn't exist. It's
Yes.
always singular, even though it's a sport. Okay. Any questions about the passive? The present passive?
No,
Just
teacher,
want to
very
make
good.
sure you
It's a
understand it.
topic.
Yes, it's clear? Okie dokie. So we can continue. Lupita, any questions?
Yes, teacher, more exercise. Please, one more time,
Felix,
please.
do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
Let's do with plural. Maru, can you give me an active sentence, please, with an object in plural?
Plural, teacher.
Yes, the object has to be in plural.
My brothers.
Remember, not the subject, the object, okay?
My brothers. My brothers do their homework.
Me?
Okay, let's see Lupita. Lupita is asking me if she can do it. Lupita.
Yes, teacher. You are?
Remember, the first thing you have to do is look at the object.
Yes.
Okay, the object is homework,
Yes.
but you have to do their homework. Homework. Homework is singular or plural?
Is plural?
Is plural?
Homework.
Yes.
Yes.
Is plural or singular?
Singular.
Okay.
Is singular, teacher.
Yes. So first you need to know if it's singular or if it's plural. In this case, singular. We use is or are.
Is.
Is. What is a past participle of do?
Does.
Does?
The participle.
Past participle.
Okay. Is.
Same.
Is they? They?
They.
Yes.
They?
Yes.
They is not a verb. I am talking about
No.
do, Lupita. Do.
To do is.
What's the past participle of do?
Does.
Does, like this.
Yes.
No.
No.
This is for third person.
Oh, it's confused, teacher.
No, it's not confused. Those are basic knowledge. Verbs.
Don't. Is don't the past, yes.
Yeah, you heard somebody say done, that's why, but you need to learn the verb, Lupita. If
Yes,
you don't know
teacher.
verbs, it's gonna
Sorry.
be impossible for you to speak English.
Yes.
So
Don't.
that's very important. Yes, done.
Yes.
There's not much information in the sentence, so it's short. Okay, let's see somebody else. So it's clear or not, Lupita?
Yes, teacher. The verb always is in past participle.
Yes, all the time, past participle.
Yes.
You just need to know the verb in past participle and the verb be. You use is or are.
Okay, yes.
That's when it's a normal sentence. Affirmative sentence, but we have question sentence, like the one we saw yesterday. But the first thing you need to learn is verbs. So that's very important. Okay, question for you. Manners. Does anybody have an idea what manners are? Manners.
No, teacher, I don't know.
It's very similar
No,
to
teacher.
Spanish, manners. Do you remember when your mom, when you were a kid, used to tell you, sit down properly, close your legs. When you are eating, please close your mouth.
Teacher is modal? Modal?
Manners is here on the screen.
Okay.
Remember those things? Daniela, anybody? Maru?
Modales.
Modales, yes. Give me some examples of manners. You usually learn modales or manners in your house
Eat,
with your mom,
eat with
family.
your mouth closed.
Yes, that's one of those. Give me more examples, please. That's something that you learn since you're a baby, you're a kid.
Don't speak with a loud voice in front of the adults.
Ah, yes. That's also another manner.
Eat slow.
Sorry, say again, Daniela?
Eat slow.
Yes. Chew slowly. And do not make any noise when you're chewing, right? That's bad manner. Everybody can hear you, and that's not good, right? Do not make any noise when you're eating. For example, when you are doing this and you're eating, is this good or is bad?
It's bad.
It's bad, right? Because you are using your fingers and you're eating, but you are doing like this. Ugh, gross. Any other example? We have many manners in. That's what we learn, right? Every day. Good
Listen when
manners and
someone
bad
is talking
manners.
to you.
Yes.
Listen when someone is talking to you.
When someone is talking to you, pay attention, right? Pay attention. Um, if I am talking to you, sometimes look at me, right? Remember your mom? Look at me. I am talking to you, right? Because you sometimes you're like this and your mom is talking. Any other example? Anyone? Remember how we have many manners. One of the most important things we learn when we are kids is to say please. Yes? Please. What others? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome. That's
Excuse
the
me.
first thing you learn. Excuse me. Con permiso, right? All the things that you learn since you start, you're starting to have a good behavior with others.
Teacher,
Yes.
for example, bless you.
Bless you. Yes. When somebody sneezes, shoo, you say bless you. So that's something, a good manner.
Okay.
In many countries, they don't do that. Remember, it depends on the country. We have some manners here in Mexico, or for example, in Japan, they have different manners, right? Different codes. For example, with the shoes, or whenever you get into a house, you have to take off your shoes, right?
Depends on the culture.
Yeah, depends on the culture. Exactly. All countries are different. That's a different way to behave. Okay, give me just 1 second, unless, let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, can you see my screen, right?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, manners. We have a nice definition of manners here. Okay, I need a volunteer to read it. This is number 1. Please, someone. Need a
Me?
volunteer?
Teacher.
Yes. Felix?
Okay. Manners. Polite way to behave. You should use good manners when eating in a fancy restaurant.
Yes, that's an example. Polite. Remember, Felix, polite.
Polite.
Not polite, polite.
Polite.
Yes. You should use good manners when eating in a fancy restaurant, right? So it's very important. It's part of the manners and etiquette. Here we have number 2. Who wants to read? Let's see, number 2 would be here. Who wants to read it? Maru, would you mind, please?
Yes, teacher. Say please and thank you. Be polite. Raise your hand. Follow rules. Share with others. Take turns.
Yes, that's very important. Okay, number 3. Daniela, can you read number 3?
Yeah. Important manners to practice to a daily life. Be dignified. Be cheerful. Be helpful. Don't be. I can see that. Don't put people. Teacher, I can see it well.
Hold on, I am trying to make it bigger. The yeah is kind of small. Hold on, hold on.
Be generous. Be respect others' privacy. Take care of what? Or
Hold on.
personal preparing.
Yes, I am trying to make it bigger.
I think that's it, teacher.
Yeah, it's right there.
Don't put people drop and say rude things.
Yes.
Be operative, respect others' privacy, and be generous. And I said all of them.
Yes. Be generous, be cooperative, respect others' privacy. Take care of personal property, etc. Those are you have many examples here of good manners. We also have bad manners. Lupita, can you read bad manners, please?
Yes, teacher. I don't see the imagine. No,
The image.
no. Image, yes. I
Okay.
don't.
Can you read it or not? Can you see the letters
Yes,
or not?
yes. It is bad manners to cute lines.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes. It is bad manners to good lines. Okay. Example.
Continue with letter C.
Yes. It is bad manners not to give his seat to an old person or a lady.
Lady, yes.
Lady, yes, lady.
Mhm.
Yes. Continues?
Yes, letter D.
Okay. It is bad manners to sit down when speaking to a lady or an old person.
Lady or
Lady,
an
sorry,
old
lady.
person. Okay. Sue,
Lady
can you
or
read letter E, please? Thank you, Lupita.
you're welcome.
Yes, letter D.
E. You can start from letter E, F, G, and A.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. It is bad manners to interrupt others when they are talking.
Yes.
It is bad manners to talk too much himself. It is bad manners to talk loudly and laugh loudly in public.
Yes.
Also
And
H?
H.
Okay, sorry. It is bad manners to speak with his mouth full of food when eating.
Yes. Excellent. Um, okay, let's see the last one, please. Well, the last one is about etiquette. Let's see. Who wants to read? I don't know who is missing here. We have just a few of you today. 5 people. It's a short class. Well, some of you are not here anymore. Like Gibran is not here anymore. Like I think he dropped out. Lucia is not here. She dropped out too. And Jessica. So right now we have Felix, Guadalupe, Maru, Lupita, and Sue, Daniela. Okay, give me 1 second, please. So Judith is not here. Jasmine told me she won't be here today. Alejandro is not here. Diane is not here. She wasn't here yesterday either. Gloria is not here. So Daniela, Lupita, yes, perfect. Okay, we have a difference, something different. The difference, so we don't confuse manners with etiquette. It's very different, especially when it's about how you behave in a restaurant, right? In a nice restaurant, how you eat your food, how you act properly in front of others. Okay, Daniela, would you mind reading the etiquette here in the corner, the black thing, black?
Difference between manners and etiquette.
Yes.
Okay. What to do is manners. How well you do is etiquette. For example, eating manners is take the food from the serving plate to your mouth. Chew is swallow in is manners. Is it how we eat or the manner of eating? Etiquette is do you follow socially acceptable behavior while you eat? That is, do you ensure to use clean hygienic spoon? Do you take the food from the plate without making any noise? So that it doesn't disturb the people around you. Chew food with your lips closed so that you do not spit on others or make them discomfortable by taking the chewing at the same time.
Yes. Excellent. Do you have any questions about any of these new words? Well, you might have seen new words here.
What does mean chew? Chew.
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 That's it. When you're eating, that's what you do. You chew. Like when you chew a chicle, a gum.
Masticar.
Right, that's chew, to chew.
Chew. And
Swallow.
shallow.
Swallow. When you eat, you chew. Not right. You're eating, and you swallow. You pass the food through your throat and you swallow. Es tragar o engullir. Swallow. Any other questions? No? Okay. So we are talking about manners. Remember, manners are very important how you behave. We'd say manners are a kind of behavior, right? Kind of behavior. What happened? Let's see. When you go to a party, let's say to a wedding, everybody goes to a wedding. So you serve, right, a plate with nice food and everything, but it's not enough food for you, so you are still hungry. Do you ask for another plate or not? We say a second helping.
No, I wait for the dinner.
Second helping it's for another dish, another. Okay, I'm still hungry. I want more. Do you think that's okay?
No.
No, right? Doesn't look nice. Okay, Felix, can you read the instructions, please? Let me show you here. Hold on, please.
Okay.
From the beginning.
Wording, vocabulary, and grammar. Listen, are these statements true in your country? Check true or false.
Yes, listen, are these statements, Felix?
Statements.
Yes, statements, true in your country, in Mexico, right? We are all Mexicans, I think. So we have true or false. So pay attention. This is a listening practice. You just need to choose true or false, but we are talking about Mexico.
Page 24, Lesson B, Manners. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Listen. Are these statements about manners true in your country? Check true or false. 1.
Eating food on a subway or bus is bad manners.
2. It's rude to cut in line. 3.
You should try to keep your voice down in public.
4. You can offend someone by not bowing or shaking hands when you meet. 5.
People might stare at you for walking around barefoot.
6. Having an argument in public.
Sorry.
Page 24. 2. It's rude to cut in line. 3.
You should try to keep your voice down in public.
4. You can offend someone by not bowing or shaking hands when you meet. 5.
People might stare at you for walking around barefoot.
6. Having an argument in public is considered bad manners. 7.
It's impolite to walk into someone's home without taking off your shoes.
8. Showing affection in public, holding hands or kissing, is inappropriate. 9.
You should try not to stand too close to people. It's considered rude.
10. It's acceptable not to tip cab drivers. 11.
You should be careful not to point at people.
12. It's customary to bargain with street vendors to get something cheaper, but it's not acceptable to do this in a store.
Right. Big difference. Okay. Would you like to listen one more time? You have the answers.
One more time, please, teacher.
One more time, teacher.
Just double check your answers. Remember, if the statements are true or false in our country, Mexico.
It's okay, so.
Page 24, Lesson B, Manners. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Listen. Are these statements about manners true in your country? Check true or false. 1.
Eating food on a subway or bus is bad manners.
2. It's rude to cut in line. 3.
You should try to keep your voice down in public.
4. You can offend someone by not bowing or shaking hands when you meet. 5.
People might stare at you for walking around barefoot.
6. Having an argument in public is considered bad manners. 7.
It's impolite to walk into someone's home without taking off your shoes.
8.
Showing affection in public, holding hands or kissing, is inappropriate.
9.
You should try not to stand too close to people. It's considered rude.
10. It's acceptable not to tip cab drivers. 11.
You should be careful not to point at people.
12. It's customary to bargain with street vendors to get something cheaper, but it's not acceptable to do this in a store.
Okay. First, before we answer true or false, do you have any questions about the words involved? Or new vocabulary?
For example, walking around barefoot. What means that?
Yeah, when you don't have shoes or sandals, your feet are naked. Like we sometimes people from Acapulco do that. They are costeños, right?
Yes.
Walking around barefoot. If you're in your house, it's okay. You don't have shoes, you don't have sandals. So that's what it means, barefoot. Descalzo, barefoot. The word bare means nothing. Foot, you know, foot, the part of your body.
So here in Mexico, it's not a stranger thing.
Yeah, that's why we are talking about cultures. That's why we are doing true or false.
So it could be true.
Yes, let's start from the beginning, please.
Thank you, teacher.
All right, eating food on a subway or bus is bad manners. What do you think? In Mexico, it's true? I mean, it's acceptable or not?
I think it's acceptable. Many people eat in subway or.
But is good manner or bad manner?
It's
What
bad,
is your opinion?
bad manner.
It's a bad manners, right?
Yes, because the subway is a closed place. It's
Yeah,
no
well,
good.
True. Depends if you obey these manners, etiquettes or manner. I would say manners. If you have good manners, you know how to behave, right? Especially like you are eating in a subway. I never like eating in a subway or bus or even in the street. Sometimes people are eating when they are walking. They're having a torta or a sandwich and they're walking. I don't know, but that's not my thing. Number 2, It's rude to cut in line.
It's true. It's rude.
It's true. It's very rude. Yes. Do you all understand cut in line, right? Lupita, Felix?
Yes, teacher.
In line. Do you understand this? Yes or not?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
All right. You say yes or not? You should try, number 3, you should try to keep your voice down in public. What do you think? In Mexico, it's okay?
Yes.
Mexican people speak aloud.
False.
It's false.
I think it's false.
Well, depends. We are not talking about what the people do. It's good manner or bad manner. Well,
Well,
in
it's a
this
bad
case,
man. No, it's a good manner.
it's a good manner. Yes, you should try to keep your voice down in public, right? Especially you are having a private conversation and everybody is listening to you, right? So everybody knows about your problems. Especially when you're in line, you go to the bank or something, and everybody is paying attention to your conversation. I mean, that's not okay. So keep your voice down. Low, low. Number 4. You can offend someone by not bowing or shaking hands when you meet.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
You can offend, yes.
True.
True.
Usually here in Mexico, we use say shake hands, right? Nice to meet you, and you shake hands. Bowing may be in another different country, or depends. Well, right now, we shouldn't shake hands. We just bow.
In small towns, the people still bowing.
Where?
In small towns, Mexico's small towns, I
Yeah.
have seen people that make bows, and it's a little bit strange, but only in small towns.
Yeah, I know. Some people still have that tradition, you know, like bow. They are working and you know bow like the Japanese people. They do it different ways. They do like this. You say good afternoon, right? Good afternoon, and you bow. Excellent. Number 5. Well, we were talking with Sue. Number 5. People might stare at you for walking around barefoot.
True.
True, depends. If you're in the city, like Mexico City, if you're in Acapulco, it's like something different. But it's difficult that you go outside and you walk in the street barefoot. Number 6. Okay, I need someone to help me to read this. 6, Felix, can you read 6? Just read, please.
Oh, sorry, my microphone. Having an argument in public is considered bad manners.
What do you think, true or false?
It's true.
Do you
Depends
think
the argument.
true? Having an argument in public is considered bad manners. Yes. Number 7, Daniela, can you read the sentence, please?
It's impolite to walk into someone's home without taking off your shoes. True. It's true.
It's
For
true.
me, I think it's true.
Here in Mexico too?
I think in Mexico, no.
Right. Depends is your house. For example, they have those nice wood floors and you have a specific place for shoes. You know the rule, right? That's also in the United States in some places, some houses, especially if the floor is a wood floor and they have in the entrance, they have a space for shoes and they have extra shoes like sandals for you to wear them so you can leave your shoes at the door. So this Eastern is.
I think this
different
culture
countries.
is in Japan, no?
Yeah, but it depends. I said it depends on where. Because I used to have a couple of friends in Chicago. They do that, but they have in the entrance. They have a specific place for shoes. Well, not in Mexico. Not in Mexico. So we'd say false. It depends. Number 8. Maru, can you read number 8?
Yes, teacher. Showing affections in public, holding hands or kissing is inappropriate. Showing affection. I think it's true, no?
But it's normal.
In Mexico,
Yes, it's not.
It's normal to see that. In Mexico, I think that.
Yeah, we see. I think it's normal. Depends. Is the place, the country is very conservative? Not in Mexico. Maybe in Asia or some in those Arab countries. I don't know. Number 9, Lupita, can you read number 9, please?
Yes, teacher. 9. You should try not to stand too close to people. It's considered rude.
Okay, what do you think, guys? True or false?
Teacher, sorry, what does mean stand too close?
Sorry?
What does mean stand too close?
Yes, especially when you are in line, when you go to a bank, someone is very close to you, standing. You know, not only in lines, but sometimes we have a personal space around you, right? You don't want people very close to you. It's your personal space. That's what we call personal space.
Okay, teacher.
Espacio. Because some people don't like to be touched. Don't like. Some people don't like when they are too close. So it's rude. So this is true. Number 10. Daniela, can you read number 10?
It's acceptable not to tip cab drivers?
Yes, acceptable not to tip cab drivers.
Okay.
Do you think it's true or false? You know what it means, right?
What is tip, teacher?
To tip, to give money, extra money for a service. Like the service, the waiter. Yeah, in the United States, you have to tip the cab drivers, but not in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. Tip is always up to you. If you want to tip them, it's okay. If not, nothing happens.
I think it's false.
It's false. Okay, Felix, 11, please.
Okay, teacher. You should be careful not to point at people. It's true.
It's true. Do you understand pointing at people? Yeah.
More or less, teacher.
Yeah, when you do this, do you see that lady? You are pointing. So it's rude. That's one of the first things. Yeah, that's one of the first thing you learn, right? No apuntes, no apuntes. You can point out a place, a house, a building, but not a person. Rude.
Yeah, that is the first. It's the first rule that mom and dad touch you.
Say one more time, Sue.
That is the one of first manners that mom and dad taught you.
Yes, yes. That's what I said. One of the first things you learn when you are you're still learning about manners. Do not point at people, right? That's what I tell you. It's rude. Why? Because if you're pointing out at people, they will think you are talking about them. Okay, number 12. Number 12, Maru.
It is customary to bargain with street vendors to get something cheaper, but it's not acceptable to do this in a store.
Okay.
True?
It's true, right? That's what we do in Mexico.
Yes.
When we go to El Tianguis or to the central market. But we don't do that when we go to Walmart or Liverpool or or somewhere. Aurrera. Why? Because it's a store. There's no way you can do that to someone because you have these employees. Anyway, good job. Excellent. Now we have another exercise, but it's in teams. What is acceptable and what is not acceptable, according to what you know and the exercise. The ideas you have above and your own ideas. Okay? So you can take a screenshot to this picture or just write down on your notebook. Once you have it, please write down those ideas on the chat. Let me clear this. Okay, let's do some teams, please. I know it's you're just 5, so let's do just 2 teams. Go ahead, please. All right, guys, let's wait for the others, please. Remember your answers or your ideas. You need to write those on the chat right now. You can start writing on the chat here on Zoom, please. Yes, I see Daniela is here. Sue is also here. Just remember to write down your ideas on the chat, Daniela and Sue. I want to see your ideas on the chat.
Okay.
Pay attention to your spelling, please. Okay, it's acceptable to shake hands when you meet people. Correct. Yes, it's not acceptable to litter on the street. It's acceptable to bargain with street vendors. Well, depends. It's not acceptable to drink beer on the street. That's a law, something that you shouldn't do by law, right? It's illegal. In some places in Mexico. Well, in Acapulco, for example, people drink beers at the beach, just at the beach, the same in other places, but not in the street. Okay. Continue, please. What about when you have a cold and you clean your nose, right? When you're cleaning your nose, picking, it says picking your nose. Picking your nose, like trying to clean your nose, right? That's not okay. Is it acceptable showing affection in public when you go out with your boyfriend or girlfriend? Okay. Continue, please. What I need you to do is to add your own ideas about manners. Okay. It's acceptable to spoil a movie in the cinema. The cinema, yes. All right, different ideas, please. Sometimes it's not acceptable if you visit someone without calling first or without texting or whatever, telling the person, oh, I'm going to visit you. Sometimes you receive visitors and they are already here, right? So that's sometimes not okay. Depends on what you think. Well, I personally don't like when I have visitors like that, like surprise. Sometimes they are close friends, right? But you need to plan. I am gonna visit you tomorrow around 6 p.m. let's say. No, I like to plan everything. That's why. Yeah, it's acceptable to call, to point out, to interrupt. All right. Excellent. I think Lupita is not here anymore. I don't see Lupita. Okay, those are some of your ideas about this. Let's do this exercise, please. Circle, let's see. So, can you read the instructions, please, if you don't mind?
Okay. Circle the correct choices. Are the sentences true in your country? Discuss with a partner.
Okay. So we have, remember we have, if you notice in the exercise, let me write here. You have ing or you have infinitive. When you have ing at the beginning, the verb in ing, it means it is used as a subject. For example, let's do number 1. Do you think it's cut or cutting in line is bad manners? Which one would you choose, cut or cutting?
Cut?
Cut?
Cutting?
Cutting. Maru, what do you think?
I think cutting line is bad manners.
Felix, what do you think? Cut or cutting?
Cut? No, cutting.
Cutting, yes, cutting. In this case,
Cutting.
cutting is used as a verb. Cutting in line is bad manners. We are not using ing as a present continuous. It's different. That's what I mentioned here. So cutting in line, we are using this as a subject. Cutting in line is bad manners. Okay, number 2. You might offend someone by, you have a preposition here. So will you use standing or will you use stand? Pay attention to this. Which one? Standing or stand? Yes, I need your opinions, please.
Standing.
Stand.
Standing. Yes.
Standing.
Remember,
Standing.
after a preposition, you use ing. Number 3, you can offend your house by not taking or by not to take off your shoes.
Taking.
Taking.
Yes,
Taking.
by taking. Number 4, it's polite
To bow.
To bow.
when you meet someone.
To bow.
Customer not to tip or is customer not tip cab drivers.
To tip.
To tip. Yes, you see the difference? Not to tip by not taking. So that's what we see later. And this is in the grammar. Grammar, let's see. Maru, can you read instructions? Well, not instructions, the title.
Yes, grammar, verb plus ing and to plus verb, position of not. Continue, teacher.
No, hold on. Verb plus ing and to plus verb, position of not. That's what we see, we saw in the exercises before, right? So you have an idea. And I was saying before, when you start a sentence with ing, like this, let me here. When you have ing in a verb, this is used as a subject. Eating in public is bad manners. Yes? The same, if you started the sentence with a negative word, like not shaking hands is impolite. Same verb plus ing after prepositions. You have by, you have for. You see, after prepositions, you always use ing. Like some say for eating, for going, for doing. Always ing, you use prepositions. Well, in this case, when you use to plus verb after it's, for example, it's bad manners to eat in public. It's impolite not to shake hands. It's. Position of not. Not comes before the word it negates. Not comes before the word it negates. Be careful. Not. We have the verb to point at people. You can offend people by, we have a preposition, that's why, but after the preposition we have not. Bowing. We use bowing because we have the preposition here. Notice the difference in meanings. It's acceptable not to tip cab drivers. It's optional. You can do it or not if you want. It's up to you. is not acceptable to tip cab drivers. You see, it's acceptable not to tip. Not is before to tip, right? It's one meaning. Means it's optional. You can do it or not, depending on, it's up to you. But here, if we say it's not acceptable, see the difference? It's not acceptable to tip cab drivers. You shouldn't do it. So it's not correct. Yes? A little bit confusing, so you need a few more exercises. I know it's a lot. Some of you are still trying to figure out or to learn the passive, but step by step. If it's difficult for you, remember you need to dominate, to handle, to manage something, to master something like the topic before, and then go with this one. So let's apply these rules on this exercise. Okay, Felix, can you read instructions, please?
Okay. Complete the sentences about eating at restaurants. Use verb plus ing or to verb or to plus verb.
Yes, ing, no ing. Okay, number 1. Read the sentence.
If a friend invites you out to dinner, it's inappropriate taking another friend with you.
Is it taking?
Yes.
What do you think, guys? Daniela, Masu, Maru?
Taking.
I think it's to take because it's
Remember we talk about
at the
it?
beginning.
Yes.
To take.
Yes.
Yes, we say when you have it's used to take. Excellent. Okay, who wants to do number 2, please? We have a few more minutes. We have 4 minutes. So let's
Me,
do it
teacher.
fast.
Teacher,
Yes,
it's a bad manner not to call the restaurant if you have a reservation and you decide to cancel your plans.
yes.
And
Again,
3,
we have it,
arriving.
not to call. Okay, Daniela?
And 3, arriving a little late when you meet a big group of friends. A restaurant is acceptable. Don't.
No.
It's not showing.
Okay, arriving a little late when you meet a big group of friends at a restaurant is acceptable.
Don't.
Not, you have show.
I have not, but I don't know if it's not or don't.
Well, you have a period here.
I think it's not showing,
Not
right?
showing.
Not showing. Remember, you have a period
Okay,
after
not
acceptable. You have a period, so you start a new sentence. When you start a new sentence, and the ing is used as a subject, not showing up. Showing up. Remember, showing up at all is impolite. Yes. Could be like this one. Arriving is at the beginning, right? It's a subject. It's also showing is a subject, but it's in the negative form, not showing. Number 4.
Me, teacher, if you get to a restaurant before your friend, It's fine to sit down at the table.
Yes. To sit down. Shut down. To sit down at the table. Number 5.
Is not acceptable to complain.
It's acceptable to complain. It's acceptable to complain to your servers you don't like your meals. Yeah, it's acceptable. Part of the service, right? Number 6.
People might
Not
feel
playing.
upset with you for not paying your fair share of the bill.
Not paying, yes. Why? Because we have for, right? For is a preposition. For not paying your fair share of the bill. Do you understand fair share?
No, fair share.
Daniela, Sue, Felix,
Yes, teacher.
do you understand fair share?
Yeah.
By the context, sometimes remember by the context, you know what the meaning. You don't need to know the meaning in Spanish or in your language.
Fair
Do you
share,
understand?
compartir la cuenta, ¿no?
Right, fair share, lo que te toca. Number 7.
Talking with your mouth full is considered rude. Taking phone
Talking.
calls during dinner is also bad manners.
Excellent. Talking with your mouth full is considered rude.
Taking.
Taking phone calls during dinner is also bad manners. Yes. Number 8. And we finish.
You can offend the server by
Not leaving.
not leaving.
By not leaving, yes, you have by preposition, by not leaving. By not leaving a tip, but
Giving a smaller tip is fine if the server did bad.
okay, Felix, do you have number 9?
Okay. To ask the server for a box to bring you leftover food home is acceptable.
Did you say to ask or asking?
Asking.
Okay. Okay, asking here. Asking. Number 10, and we finish.
It's bad manners not to thank the person who paid afterwards. Not saying thank you, it's really impolite.
Not saying thank you is really impolite. Yes, excellent. All right, questions? Any questions about this exercise?
No, teacher, always good.
All right, let's see. We are done. Let me see. Yes, we are done for today, and we are almost done with the lesson. Okay, you did an excellent job, as usual. All right, thank you very much. Comments or complaints or anything about the class? It's difficult, easy?
No, teacher, it was good.
Sometimes easy.
Thank you.
Easy, right? Easy, piece of cake, piece of cake. All right, so Tomorrow, yes, today's Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow, same time.
See
Yes,
you.
have a wonderful
Thank you,
evening.
teacher. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You
Bye.
too.